What's up everybody, my name's Shant. Today we're going to be playing another tribal deck. Actually, we're going to be waiting for the server. There it is. Alrighty, so yeah, today's going to be a soldier tribal. Actually a really fun deck if you ask me. It's in the Boros sort of color schematics. I was going to say something else there, but for some reason schematics came out. So yeah, get a quick look at the cards, and as always, the deck list will be down below. And we will hop right into a game. And obviously you guys know I love Vanquisher's Banner. I love tribals in general. Playing them for me is very fun. And again, waiting for the server. I wonder what's going on over at Magic. Over at Wizards of the Coast. Alright, there we go. So yeah, we'll hop right into game one. And I do apologize for being away the past 2 days, I think. Sort of had some things come up. I've been sort of out with my hip. Says you don't know, I actually have bursitis in my hip, so it's basically where the bursa sac just swells up. Feels kind of like a pool ball is stuck in between your pelvis bone and your femur. So real nice little mental image there, you guys. But nonetheless, hopefully I can make it up. Maybe do another draft stream here soon. Mentor of the Meek is pretty good off the bat, as it does allow us to have some card draw. Memorial to Glory, yeah, we'll keep it, just because Memorial to Glory sort of buffs us out. If we don't draw any more creatures, we can always Memorial to Glory, sacrifice it, create two 1/1 white creature tokens with lifelink. Oh nope, no lifelink. But either way, whenever we play those creatures, we can use Mentor of the Meek to draw, so shouldn't have too big of a problem. Wow. Go ahead and play both Memorial to Glories. I don't know how to say plural of a card like that. Knight of Grace. Interesting. We'll go ahead and play Mentor of the Meek. Well, the server seems to have a little bit of lag to it, but that's okay. Now we need to make sure we have enough to actually draw cards off the two soldiers coming into play here. Otherwise it won't really be beneficial. We're not going to block here. He does have first strike, so would be a waste for us. Probably will go ahead and play a red. Those aren't gates. And we'll wait on this as well. He does have two with first strike now, which is kind of scary. It means he can attack with both, and one of them does have lifelink as well as vigilance. So Benitha is actually pretty good. That's gonna hurt us. That's actually gonna hurt us a lot. So the fact that we're not drawing any cards is actually quite detrimental. Probably would have been better had we traded. I think we gotta play Garrison Sergeant here. He can at least defend against either one of the two, unless they get buffed. Or he gets Conclave Tribunal as well. I guess that's always an option. We do have one as well, but I was trying to hold out hope for it. Do we go ahead and play the Vanquisher's Banner? I say yeah, just in case next turn we draw a creature. We're getting kind of low for life though, so maybe we go ahead and Conclave Tribunal. Ah, fuck it. Let's go risky. When don't I go risky? Sometimes it pays off, most of the time it doesn't, but that's okay. Oh, so we will see. Excuse me. Oh. Well, that's gonna hurt. What is that? That's not enough mana. What? Alrighty. Off of a fluke, we win game 1. I was just about ready to concede there, but alrighty. Yeah, we'll take a free victory for sure. The game will have a load. We'll claim our prizes and get on to a game 2 after an interesting game 1. Waiting for the server seems to be the phrase of the day. So yeah, this soldier tribal deck's actually pretty good. All the creature cards in it are fairly low cost, but they all get pretty beefy considering a lot of them have mentor. You have a lot of built-in buffs to the deck with Vanquisher's banner and then mentoring your own creatures, as well as the I think it's heroic reinforcements. Creates 2 1/1 soldier tokens and gives all your creatures haste +1/+1, so pretty good. Sunhome Stalwart, actually pretty good. Stalwart, not work. Yeah, it is heroic reinforcement, so we'll actually keep this hand. It's not bad. We have a 2-3-4 play. It's actually a pretty good 2-3-4 play as well, so maybe up against a mono blue deck. That's what it's looking like. Though Opt is very common in a lot of... Come on. Opt is very common in a lot of multicolor decks, so... Maybe not. Shot of course. He's desperate for some card draw, that's for sure. And of course this turn we'll play Militia Bugler. See what we can draw. Mentor of the Meek, yeah, that's actually really good. We'll probably play Mentor of the Meek before we play Heroic Reinforcements, just because them entering the battlefield activates Mentor of the Meek. So if we can save up 5 mana, which we should be able to do, we'll play 1 next turn, play Mentor of the Meek, play 1 the next turn whenever we play Heroic Reinforcements, which will give us 5, so we can at least draw 1 card off of it, which isn't too bad, all things considered. Come on. It's like lagging every time I'm going to set down my lands. Not actually okay with this. And of course we'll attack with all. Psychic Confession, or Corrosion. I'm sorry. Actually, son of a bitch. He got rid of one of our Vanquisher's banner. Legit, that's one of the only reasons why I play tribal decks. I love Vanquisher's banner. +1/+1 on all your creatures. Get to draw a card every time you play one. Play 2 or 3 of them back to back. It's actually really fun. So yeah, like I said, we'll play our planes. Could play Memorial to Glory, but then this combo wouldn't work as well. We're actually going to deal a lot of damage with this, I doubt. Well, he may have... No, he didn't. I was going to say he may have a counter spell, but we will pay the one. Wow, stumbling all over my words. We got a plane, not bad. Now we'll attack with all, and the Stalwart of course will buff one of the soldiers. So we're actually going to deal a pretty hefty amount of damage here. Actually that's lethal, huh? Well, good game, quick game. Got to turn 5 and was able to end it, so any game like that, it's obviously what I enjoy. Unless the person just concedes like earlier. That wasn't actually too fun, it was just more so surprising. So nonetheless, we'll get on to a very hasty game 3. And you guys can kind of see the strength of this deck. What did we get here? Oh shit, Bone Dragon. Wow. Alrighty. And let's go on to game 3. So, I think Bone Dragon's either mythic rare or rare or something like that. It had to be something special for it to be all glowy and special like that. Nonetheless, you kind of see the strength of this deck. It is pretty fast in the aggro category, but it can also stall out. So, I'd say it's probably a mid-range. More so leaning towards aggro for sure. you could definitely deal a lot of that damage early if you get the right card draw, but if not, you're not too fucked. So, but definitely don't want to go late. Going up against a control deck would probably be a pain in the ass. Yeah, why not? Knight's Pledge is good with. Honestly, we would probably use it on Stalwart since he has the first strike. And yeah, thinking what, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. Come on. So the way I'm thinking this is turn 2, play him. Next turn we get to attack. Obviously first strike, mentor, that's fine. Of course we could have played him. Either way, I guess the combination of which one we played doesn't matter too much. Probably could have mattered had we been up against a red deck, because then he could have had a shock, obviously. Of course, turn 2, he would have had a lightning strike as well, so I guess just probability-wise, we probably should have played Boros Challenger, but it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, actually, now that we drew the Guildgate, we kind of did fuck ourselves, huh? Oh well, we'll still stick to the plan, play Boros Challenger. Next turn we'll play Knight's Pledge. Actually, next turn we can play the Boros Guildgate, so that works out. We can actually attack because his Adept can't kill our Stalwart thanks to first strike. Yeah, we'll play our Guildgate. Knight's Pledge is the Stalwart. He'll actually mentor the Boros Challenger up, and then that gets Boros Challenger able to mentor more creatures as well, so it's sort of like a compounding effect. Actually pretty good. Kumina, Tyrant of, what is it, Uraka? Urazka? Sorry, my pronunciation is actually horrific. We can play Militia Bugler, but I think we stick to the plan. Come on. Knight's Pledge. Stalwart. See, he does have the first strike. That's kind of why we're doing it normally. Boros Challenger, since he does have the more health, obviously it'd be a better play, but he doesn't really have any counterplay here. So yeah, he can use both of them to sacrifice, but I'll kill his Kumina, so it's not really worth it for him. And he'll go up to... I want him to trigger his mentor ability first. Yep. Like I said, he can't really do anything. He can tap one of his merfolk and Kumina becomes unblockable, but that doesn't really help him, so he'd use both of them to kill Boros Challenger. I guess that's an okay trade. Silver Gill for Boros Challenger. Yeah, probably should have thought that one out, but either way, I still think we come out on the up and up. If we're going up against a merfolk deck, we definitely want to keep his cards low, and we don't really have a problem with spawning in more creatures as it sets right now, so go ahead and get in some damage to him. And we already know he has a River Sneak, so we have to be careful about his unblockable attacks. Though it could be a good sign if he only has unblockable attacks and we can sort of deal the damage first and undercut the aggro his deck has. We might actually be able to come out with a victory. Well. Okay. So we actually can attack this next turn with heroic reinforcements, and it wouldn't be a bad play. And we can get our Leonin Vanguard. I think that's the move we make. Vanguard and heroic reinforcements. And then we can also buff the Vanguard up one more. So she'll heal us once. Once we attack, he'll give Mentor to Vanguard, of course. And we'll probably lose one soldier, but that's okay. Now she has the ability to kill the Oracle without him actually dealing any damage back to us, without us actually losing anybody. And honestly, he shouldn't be taking this long to resolve. The only thing he can really play is tapping another creature, which obviously he doesn't want to do. So there's a soldier we'll lose, but that's perfectly okay. Deal 11 damage to him, not bad. And he's sitting at 3, so obviously undercutting the aggro actually works pretty well with the soldiers. Next turn, obviously, we'll get our Militia Timeout. We'll get our Militia Bugler out and see if we can't find another creature within the top 4 cards. I think it is top 4, yeah. And pull it out. Didn't even get to use Vanquisher's banner in this tribal in this little example show run, but you can probably see with a lot of the lower cost creature cards that it becomes pretty good with the card draw. Herald of the Secret Streams actually doesn't help him too much. The 3 health on it does. That does, I'll give him that. But past that, no. He's not going to attack, obviously. Things are looking pretty scarce for him. And I'm perfectly fine with not having any sort of hidden cards in hand. I don't really have anything to play anyways, and honestly I'd rather get all my creature cards out. Legion Warboss is a great card, and I'll happily take it. So, Legion Warboss, obviously, really good card in a Goblin deck and a Soldier deck, in most decks. Yeah, that turn order doesn't really matter. It would if we didn't have 3 creature cards, then you would definitely want to target the Warboss to trigger first. Do we want to go ahead and attack with everybody? See, we got a 4/4. He could use 2 of them. I can kill 1. He'll be at 4/4. We block, and I still deal 2 to him. And the 4 kills that. So, yeah, honestly, I think I do. Go ahead and move Leonin Vanguard up one more little notch, and he'll be sitting at 1 health. So. Looking pretty scary with only 1 creature on the board if he does choose to block my Vanguard and my Sunhome, which he kind of has to, otherwise he dies, so we'll see. Could be over this turn, could be over next turn, maybe he stalls it out. But if I'm guessing his deck right, and I believe I am, I don't think he has, excuse me, I don't think he has too much to actually deal with this. I mean, I guess that's a play. He won't really save any of his creatures. Okay. And I know he can replenish his board next turn, considering he is Merfolk. But, yeah, definitely want to take out the Kamina first. If for nothing else, then for the specific reason that I'm sick and tired of him having to resolve every play. That's perfectly fine. But why he killed the Vanguard instead of our Mentor with First Strike? You know, at this point the life link is really not that important to him. He definitely should have taken out the Mentor. But you know, whatever. This is probably going to be GG. He should surrender. He may have. Excuse me. He may have a plate or two. Also, if you can hear the crying dog in the background, not actually mine. Mine are asleep. It's our neighbors straight through the wall. I think it's a German Shepherd. And yeah, honestly, been annoying the hell out of me all day. So I do apologize if you guys can hear it. And I mean, that does stall out the game a little bit longer. I'll give him that. I could destroy one of my creatures. Yeah, I think we'll just pass turn here. Pass to attack, right? That's fine. unless he can ramp his board pretty hard this turn, we got the victory next turn, so pretty happy about that. We came out 3-0 on this deck, even though the first game was a huge fluke. The other two actually won pretty sizably, I'd have to say. So pretty happy with that. Also, I've been working on a Knight Tribal deck and a couple others. We'll look at those after this game, of course. There's a Kamina speaker. I mean, it's something. There's 4. And you get out one more. If you can't get out one more, he's kind of fucked. He's only sitting at 1 health. He doesn't have any form of lifelink. Go ahead and play our Vanguard, because why not? And yeah, we'll attack. I just need 5, yeah? Yeah. Alrighty. And we'll just put it on our Militia Bugler. It doesn't really matter, but that is the play that you would want to do. Of course, not attack with Legion Warboss. And that's going to be a good game. Yeah, his Memorial to Unity is not going to help him. Alrighty. 3-0 on the Soldier Tribal. Pretty fun deck if you do ask me to play. And I actually played a draft game earlier, or a draft run, whatever you want to call it. That I only did it so I could pick the cards and try to get the cards that I wanted specifically from the Guild of Ravnica set. And actually ended up going 5-3, so that was pretty surprising. Okay, yeah, so we've been working on a dinosaur deck as well as a undergrowth deck. There's the Knight Tribal. These were for the Guild of Ravnica constructed event special. Actually still working on this deck, so that'll probably be another little bit. Poison Tip Archer, this one needs a whole lot of work before it actually gets up and running. So yeah, next one will probably either be the Knight Tribal, the dinosaur, or the undergrowth that I've been working on. And just one more real quick look at the deck. Obviously, you could probably take out the Garrison Sergeant, add in more Legion Warboss, or really anything. A lot of this deck does like work within itself, and it is, I don't want to say very aggro, but it is leaning much more towards the aggro side. But you can definitely go to a mid game with this pretty easily. Nonetheless, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like down below. Questions, comments, concerns, of course, in the comment section, and subscribe, of course, if you want to see more. And peace.